Alright guys, what is going on? So I've been trying to make this video for for quite some time, um, but I never seem to have any luck. Um, I know this is a little laggy, just give it a minute. But I've been trying to show you guys, or make this tutorial, but every time I do, the software keeps crashing for some reason. So this video is going to be about how to stream or record Elgato using OBS. This is the best way that I found if you're having the same issues as I am. My issue is that when I use Elgato on OBS, it lags, stutters, freezes, all that stuff. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to do the best thing for that. Alright, so first I'll leave a link in the description, but if you don't already have Elgato, you can just go to Google, type in Elgato, or click download. You can go to Discover for Elgato Gaming. And this is the reason why my computer's lagging, because I'm running Elgato, OBS, and this at the same time. My computer is terrible at multitasking. And then at the top right, I know you really can't see it, I'll move that. In the top right, downloads, and then download the game capture for Windows. So now what you guys can do is, instead of going to OBS and adding the Elgato, what you can do is you can open up the Elgato capture. And let me put this on my third monitor, because then, and actually the thing is that the cool thing is that you don't have to actually change any settings. Now, I know this is saying I'm having issues with 60 FPS. I was streaming earlier and I had to dumb it down to 30. That's why this says 1080p 30. But if you want to change it to 60, if it's not already checked, go to the settings on the device and then click allow 60 FPS. I'm not, because it's not going to do it for me either way. So really in the settings, you don't need to change it unless, like, except for the input, whatever you're using. You don't really have to change this, or if you want to change it to 720, you can change it to 720p, which I doubt a lot of you guys are going to do. Like I said, you don't really have to mess with any of this stuff. And then if you want to change some stuff in the settings, all you really need to do is just change your encoder and decoder. Now, I only use these settings for when I'm recording or streaming with the Elgato software, which I don't do very often, so these are really, like, irrelevant to me. But they do have other settings that you can mess around with, but for the most part, you're just going to be doing it like this. If you maximize the screen of this and you move your mouse cursor away, in a second, it'll go full screen, which I thought was pretty cool. And I found out this morning when I was doing that, or when I was screwing around with the Elgato software. And the good thing is that if you have that going on, you don't have to play the sound through your speaker or anything. The sound will just come straight through your headphones. Now, I don't have the sound on right now, that's why there's no sound, and I have my stuff muted, so that's what you can do. And then you can go ahead and play. Now, like I said, it's a little laggy because I'm doing 1080p 30 on the game capture, but on OBS I'm doing 1080p 60. I don't know what that was. But yeah, once you capture that, then you can go to your Elgato and start streaming or recording. Then it's all pretty much good from there. So like I said, this is a short tutorial, but I actually meant for it to be like that. If you guys want me to go more in depth in the Elgato software or OBS to try and figure out like what kind of settings to use, now I can't tell you guys what settings to use because it's pretty much based on your internet. If you got a higher upload speed, then you can do better quality, or well, it also depends on your specs too. Now, the reason why I don't use Elgato on OBS is because for some reason it lags, freezes, and stutters all the time for me, and I cannot do 60 FPS. So that's why if I start doing stuff with my Elgato, I gotta do it in 1080p 30. But hopefully a lot of that changes when I get my new setup, because when I get my new setup, I do plan on getting another Elgato, the HD60 Pro, because that one just plugs right into the motherboard. And the better specs will, of course, help with the quality and all that stuff of the streams, and it'll help for multitasking. So this computer, like I said, isn't really that good for that. That's why it was lagging in the beginning. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys need any setting tutorials, like I said, let me know down in the description. But that is the easiest way that I have found to record or stream Elgato using OBS without having to deal with, you know, the capture being on OBS or anything. You just capture your monitor. So this is also really helpful if you have 2 monitors or 3. I've got 3, so it's easier for me. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I love your faces, and like I said, let me know down in the comments if you would like a more in-depth tutorial on settings for OBS and the Elgato. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys. Love your faces, and I'll see you all in the next one.